Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Gabe from Geek Tech 3, and today we are going to be taking a look and an unboxing at the Ballistic HC, standing for Hardcore, protection case for the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S. Right off the bat, this thing is going to set you back around $25 depending on where you find it. You can find it on Amazon for $25, and you can have a whole variety of colors. I know it comes in red. It shows red, the red case on the back. This is the gray and black. There's also a white and black, and I think there is an all black. Don't quote me on that, but go ahead and check out Ballistic's website. Link will be down below, where you can find all of these, this entire line in all the colors, and I'll also have a link to the Amazon Marketplace where you can find it cheaper than where Ballistic would sell it. So I picked this up from Meijer just a while back, and it was on clearance for $25. So this thing comes up to around $40 or $50, regular full price. So let's get into this thing. As you can see, the packaging is pretty cool. This thing, you can tell by the picture, it clearly is a competitor with the Life-Proof cases and the OtterBox Defender cases. This is a very, very thick case. This is going to protect you from everything, scratch protection, drop protection, impact protection, and I don't think this is the type of case you can run your phone over with a car, but this is going to protect you from everything. So like I said, around $25 depending on where you find it, and let's get into this thing. So the front here, you got a picture of the case. You can see there's a holster clip case that is included. There's an outer optional thicker rubber outer skin, I guess, and then there's the actual case. And so, like I said, I got this in gray. You got all the specs on the front, the color, Ballistic, hardcore protection, Ballistic HC, iPhone 4, and iPhone 4S. On the sides here, you have the B, because in Ballistic cases, they have other models of cases. They incorporate a corner type of protection, like they have like little things that protrude from the corners of your device on the case. That kind of replicates that. On the side, it says Ballistic. So you can set it on a bookshelf or whatever you want to do. On the back here, you got all the information about it. It's got the 4-layer protection diagram right there, and it shows, like I just mentioned, the corner protection, the drop edge resistance that will help eliminate shock. And then you got the barcode, link to their websites, and then the B's are also on the corners here. Here's the red, like I mentioned before, and then on the side here, you just got to clear, and then you can open this up, actually. Right here on the left panel, you have the Ballistic HC features, which incorporates the swivel clip on the holster, the outer skin like I mentioned, then it's got the plugs. All the ports are covered up so no dust or anything can get in them. Here are the two pieces to the main part of the case, and then it's got mesh over all the openings so nothing gets in there. And it says meets military specifications. You got a QR code right here, and then www.goballisticcase.com, or you can scan the QR with your smartphone if you have that application. Right here, you got a window for the actual case, and you can give it a feel. It's got a rubber backing that says "Designed to Survive Life." That seems to be their little catch. Their little motto, I guess, with this case. It's designed to take on anything. So whether you're a construction worker, or maybe like a climber person, or even a freaking suicide bomber, this is designed to withstand anything. So you slice the tape open, you open it up, and here you go. Here's the case. You got the holster. It's already attached to the case. To release it, you just pull this up. Case should pop out. They incorporated some nice little stickers. Very nice. I love it when companies do that. Then you got a little diagram on how the holster works. Here's the back is the clip. It rotates so you can attach your phone anyway. This is as far as it goes. It does not go all 360 degrees. Not a big deal for me. I probably won't be using that too much. And then here's the actual case. And then it has the specifications and all the good stuff about it, if you want to read that. Ballistic logo. As you can see, the home button is covered up with this cool little square button. That's really neat. I think that's pretty cool. So you don't have to worry about your home button getting smashed. On the top here, headphone jack cover seems to be in there pretty well. Looks like it reveals a lot of it, and same with the hold button. And then the volume up and down are covered. And then down here on the case, you have the 30-pin docking area protector. On the back here, you see a cool little dotted design. You can see a little bump here from the machine that made the rubber. Not a big deal. Down here it says Ballistic, and then you have the cover port, the cover for the 30-pin port on your device so you can charge and sync it. On the side here, you got these little like notches, it feels like, of rubber that will help absorb the impact when it falls. On the corners here, on every corner, you have the B for Ballistic. They're really, flashing their, company name, or at least on the top two corners, not the bottom two, my bad. But they are definitely promoting their company brand all over when they can, where they can on this case. So, let's go ahead and open this thing up and throw it on the white iPhone. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to grab it down here by this and pull it apart like so. It's a very difficult case to open, which is a good thing. It's definitely not a bad thing at all because this definitely is not a throwaway case. You're going to want to keep this on your device once it's on and maybe occasionally take it out for cleaning. But you don't want this, to come off and snap and break once as soon as your iPhone hits the ground. You want the case to remain on your device. So this is very difficult. It is a very rugged, rough case to open. There we go. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. And almost done. There we go. Alright, we have the two separate pieces to the case. We can go ahead and take the screen protector, screen protector on the built-in screen protector. Take that right off. We're going to set that aside so we can, keep the memories. But there you go. You got the built-in screen protector, which I failed to mention before. That's a big deal about this. I know also on the OtterBox Defender cases, they do the same thing. Then you have the most important part of the case currently is the inside that your phone is going to be resting in. You got this cool little... This seems to be rubber. They got Ballistic in there, like I said. They're flashing the company name where and whenever they can. And you got this cool little road design, I guess. That's what it reminds me of, that your phone is going to be sitting in. So it will absorb shock, and it won't scratch the back of your phone when it's in the case. So we're going to take the phone, and we're going to just drop it in there. Hopefully it will fall in nice and easy. Top goes in nice. Bottom falls in very nice. I do have the Zag Invisible Shield on this case. I saw in other reviews that it doesn't matter if you have it on or not because the inside is rubber, so the rubber like compresses to compensate for the Zag Invisible Shield. We're going to go ahead and pop this thing on. Right there. Alrighty. Once we have all the sides and everything, it fits in perfectly. Holy cow, that's nice. As you can see, there is this little type of, I guess, moisturized like effect underneath the built-in screen protector. That's easily remedied with baby powder, I saw in one of the reviews, and they promote that. They tell you if you have any issues with it, don't return it, just throw a very, very minute amount of baby powder on it, and you should be set. So like I said, I do have the Zag Invisible Shield. Bodyguards goes for the same thing. Any other thicker screen protector, it's going to fit fine in here. So as you can see, all the ports are covered up, so no dust or anything. This is the iPhone 4S in white. On Verizon, not that it matters because the 4S is a worldly phone and it's not focusing. But you can see that the whole vibrate switch is perfectly there, perfect there. Volume up and down buttons are great, very tactile. You can actually like feel the clicking of the button in this rubber, which is nice. Down here you got your speaker and microphone grill. They are exposed, but that's not a big deal because they're kind of deep in there from the side. And then on here, right here, you have the 30-pin docking area. I'm not sure if a third-party cable will work, but I definitely know the Apple cable will work, seeing as that's like the standard cable for the iPhone. But this is questionable. I think I'll definitely test it with a third-party cable, let you guys know in the review. You got the home button, like I mentioned is a square. That feels really good when you press it. I kind of like it better than the original one. You got up here, you got your camera and your earpiece for when you're taking calls. And the power button is all very good there. And then on the back, like I showed you before, you got the camera and the flash. There should be no washout effect with the flash, seeing as it is a matte finish and it's black, so there will be no rebound of the flash when it shoots. So let's go ahead and unbox the rest of this because I forgot to. Here is the optional thicker rubber skin, I guess, for the case. Now what you want to do is you're going to want to just put it on. You don't have to be gentle with this at all. This is a very, very high quality rubber. I can feel it. It is definitely a very nice rubbery silicone. Not tough by any means, but it's definitely soft. throw that on, adds a new design to the back. You still got that little dimpled type of look, like a golf ball on the back. Got ballistic up the side. The camera is all covered up, and it is exposed well. You got a new cover for the sleep awake, and you can still access the headphone jack right here. It still goes through the case, so the optional skin does not add another one of those. Same with the vibrate switch is all accessible, and then down here again with that, it's all accessible. Now, who would use this case, you may ask? This is a ridiculously big case. It does add a considerable amount of bulk to your phone. This is for people that have an active lifestyle, drop their phone frequently, just are not good with their phones, It's for people that need the extra protection desperately. This is much more inexpensive than the OtterBox Defender, much more inexpensive. And I've had the OtterBox Defender for other devices. This definitely trumps that, not only in price, but the quality seems very good too. I don't know if they'll have the same customer service as OtterBox, but I will be sure to find that out if I have any. I'll be sure to find that out if I have any problems with this case. This is a very awesome case. I'm very excited to try this out. I've never had a really thick, built to last case for my phone, but now that I have one, I can feel free to toss my phone around a little bit more. Even though my phone is my baby, I really don't need this type of case, but it'll be nice to have one laying around. So now let's try it in the holster, so I can give you guys a check out. As you can see here, there are two little black spots here that kind of correlates with the holster. You're going to want to put it face in, so if it falls, your holster falls, you won't hurt the screen. It fits in nice with the outer rubber skin, and it comes out very nicely. And then let's try it without the outer skin. Same thing. Oh, my bad. You want to do bottom to top. Hear the click. It's in there good, guys. This is a great case. I'm so excited to check out a review for this case. So, you guys, thank you for checking out this case. Like I said, a link will be down below to the Ballistic website. Shout out to them and the Amazon Marketplace. I'm looking forward a lot to doing a review of this case. I'll tell you guys how the remedy works for the built-in screen protector. Thank you so much for checking out this video. My name is Gabe from Geek Tech 3. Go and check me out on all your favorite social networking sites, all Geek Tech Gabe. If you want to join the Geek Tech 3 family on all those sites, go and check out Geek Tech 3 on all those sites. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Once again, guys, my name is Gabe from Geek Tech 3. Thank you for watching, and peace out.